All right. Go in there. I'm just gonna put it on. I don't want to come out. Hey, is this your
H-O-U-S-T-O? That's why I was raised, so I got to get in. All about the money, can't tell me how to win, cause you can't love these.
I don't want them to kick me off. I didn't ask that.
H-O-U-S-T-O-N. That's why I was raised, so I got to get in. All about the money, can't tell me how to win, cause you can't love these hoes. You can't trust these hoes. Mama said don't trust them. If you fuck them, then cuff them. Ain't got no time to raise no kids, so I might fuck them and duck them. And you hoes out on the mission. Black on black expedition. Limo 10 like Obama. My first stop like Osama. Let's take a trip to Southside, cause all my niggas is banging. Don't do no shooters, we hanging. Listen, niggas be slaying. You niggas thinking you bout it, but I might pull up my hobby. Be like Whitney and Bobby. My niggas out in the lobby. And I don't hang with too many. I'm down for rockin', come get me. My brothers made me too silent, so I don't talk, I just pilot. Listen, niggas be silent. When they see me, they smiling, but I be ready and wild. Location checking my mileage. Pull up. H-O-U-S-T-O-N. That's why I was raised, so I got to get in. All about the money, can't tell me how to win, cause you can't love these hoes. We can't trust these hoes, no. H-O-U-S-T-O-N. That's why I was raised, so I got to get in. All about the money, can't tell me how to win, cause you can't love these hoes. You can't trust these hoes. Swinging lanes with my top down, I'm doing it big. Mama said if you gon' hustle, better do it big. This self ain't gon' tell on self, guess you right, never did. So I don't trust the fuck niggas that they got it, never did. Trust me, kid, couple goons, we ride around, smell a film, just know we gotta change the tune. No, we bout it on the news. My name too bitter, think I'm sweet. Your bars too color, press repeat. My flow be banging, can't be beat, cause I'm the greatest in the streets. Pull up H-O-U-S-T-O-N. That's why I was raised, so I got to get in. All about the money, can't tell me how to win, cause you can't love these hoes. We can't trust these hoes, no. H-O-U-S-T-O-N. That's why I was raised, so I got to get in. All about the money, can't tell me how to win, cause you can't love these hoes. You can't trust these hoes, no. H-O-U-S-T-O-N. Coldest winner. R.I.P. to K-Love. H-O-U-S-T-O-N.
Yeah, I like that. Good. I like that. He's
H-O-U-S-T-O-N.
Oh, yeah. Party103Radio.com. We are back. Kid Mac. That was Kid Mac with H-O-U-S-T-O-N. What's going on here? All right.
Yeah, go pull up real quick.
Yeah,
he heard the song. He's like,
go celebrate that. He's like,
that was a nice one. I like
that.
Then the hook, H-O-U-S-T-O.
Right there, y'all just heard it here. Kid Mac, that was his debut. Yeah, it's on SoundCloud. We just played it from there.
Kid Mac Houston.
Yes, Kid Mac.
Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, all of that.
Yeah.
Streamline, so every social media is
everything's
Kid_MACC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one D, two D's.
1D, 2C.
1D, 2C.
_MACC.
There you go.
Nice.
There you go. That was nice. I like that. That's smooth.
It was good. It was good.
Yes.
I was kind of worried because we didn't hear the song first.
I know I was going to bring nobody on the show that was going to make me look retarded.
Yeah. No, that was actually a nice beat, nice song, nice wording, and a catchy ass hook.
Yeah, and with everything that's going on right now, like that's perfect.
That's what's hitting
right
now. That's bumping.
We need to get that out, man. We need to play that more.
Yeah, we have to play that again.
Yeah. I might have to put that in rotation. You sent it to me.
I think you was that good.
Yeah, you would have to put that on MP3 though, because we have to give it on me on MP3 sent to my Party 103 Music. Anybody out there that's listening, Party103music@gmail.com. You have something you want me to hear, send it to that. That's my personal own music. All I get is music on that Gmail. So you got anything you want me to do? I do listen to it as much as I can. Sometimes I get 10 to 15 songs a day. I'm not going to reach every one of y'all, and I'm going to tell you some of y'all boo-boo as hell. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we keep it real.
I'm gonna keep it real.
If y'all suck, y'all ain't getting on the show.
And it's not that I'm like great or any big time thing, but come on, man, just work a little harder. Don't say, yeah.
Go get you a real nice
And your friends ain't telling you what they should be. They're on your coattails, but yeah, they should be telling you.
I used to hate that, to be honest. Like if I was doing something wrong, and my friends would say something, I'd be like, man, you know what I mean, like all salty. But now, as you get older, you take it. You take it. You know what I mean? You're like, you know what? All right.
Yeah,
anything else? Like, is there anything else?
I'll tell you what. If you can't take constructive criticism or criticism,
you're
not gonna make it because sometimes you just gotta do it.
Chill.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with 9 to 5.
Anything.
You know what I mean? But it's just you're trying to make it in
life. Period.
Yeah, that's true.
In life, period.
Stand corrected again.
Yeah.
I respect. You're right.
In life,
because
we all grow up and we all think, just especially in our teens, our kids will sit there, they think they know it all. I thought I knew it all as a teens, and then it's like you said, when you turn 20, you think you know the world. You turn 30, you look at yourself at 20, and you're like, damn, I didn't know shit.
Yeah.
You turn 40, you look at yourself at 30, you say, damn, I really didn't know shit.
Yeah.
You just you proceed.
You mature.
Yeah, you mature.
It's also like it goes into like self-awareness. Like you gotta realize sometimes you gotta take yourself out of yourself and look at like the things that you were doing and how is that being perceived. I mean, because as much as we want to say I don't care what anybody thinks, like if you have a business or anything, a profession, a career, like it does matter. You know what I mean? You can't just be acting reckless or doing this or doing that and just going about your life. You got to look around and say, am I doing this right? Is this okay? Like, you
got to take drive, and then it's always got to have drive, but you got to have
be smart about it.
Yeah, smart about it. And somebody you look up to, take their word for what it is. You know what I mean? Because once you get older, you realize who's real and who's not going to be real with you.
Definitely. You got to look. Some people, I guess they're real strong prided. If that makes sense. They don't want to admit that they have people that they look up to, or don't want nobody to look up to. But you want to look up to somebody that has what you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can't be taking advice from someone that doesn't have it.
Yeah.
So that just all goes into self-awareness. Like, look at who your friends are. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you who you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Kid, how long you been in the game? So
in the game since 6. I stepped in the booth.
You stepped in the booth. You're 6 years old.
Yeah, I stepped in the booth like when I was 6. It was a home studio though, so it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Just like get in there. They kind of threw me in there. It was just like no training rules, just go.
Just do you.
Yeah. 6 years old. So you said Mary had a little lamb. What you rapping on? What you rapping on? The party beat.
It was like, give me my lamb back, or I'll take your eyes out. You feel me?
I'm gonna shave the lamb. I'm gonna shave you.
Give me the lollipop.
Why are you so angry?
So you were just speaking.
So with what we were just talking about, who do you look up to in the music business?
I mean, from my city, I look up to like Paul Walls, Mike Jones.
Yeah.
Those kind of people.
Vets. Are there anybody like outside of Houston that you look up to?
Outside of Houston, I mean, I don't feel like Houston get enough exposure outside of Houston. So it's like this, we gotta represent our own people. So we can't really speak on people outside of Houston.
Yeah.
I mean, I respect that because that is true.
That's what he believes.
I mean, I think a few of them got out there for a little bit, and then I don't know what happened after.
I think they all come back in.
They got out.
Well, first of all, RIP to DJ Screw. Today's is November 16th. RIP to him, and I put something on my stuff. But the Houston sound is the Houston sound. That actually DJ Screw slowed it down, chopped it up, and that style just led with us from the 80s and
everybody.
That's what we know.
Old Southern. UGK, Scarface, and it just always been Southern, slow it down, and then he chopped it up.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, we had a little flip in here Tuesday. A lot of people, they do go mainstream, but it seems like they love to come back to where they come down. Yeah. Houston vibe. And people outside of our city, Drake. Embraced it.
ASAP Rocky always shop the school.
Exactly. They'll always get a piece of.
Travis Scott's up there now. Yeah. It's starting to pick up a little bit. It's starting to show up in people's songs. there's a lot of Pimp C and samples and other
samples in it, yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's good. Speaking of DJ Screw, I mean, when I moved to Houston with my aunt and my uncle, that's all I would hear is my uncle just in the back room just banging Screw. Like I'm like literally like you can hear the wall shake. Like actual banging Screw. You know what I mean? I grew up with that. You know what I mean? So shout out RP, DJ Screw. You know, shout out to all the Houston artists that are trying to come up, man. Just keep pushing, bro. Songs like that, just keep pushing. Yeah, it just needs to be heard by the right people.
And that's what we here at Party 103. We support local artists. Our Wednesday show is about local artists. Whenever we find a local artist that we feel is, I don't want to say worthy, but you know, they got that vibe. You know, they got that look. Hey, that's the next one.
That's some nice.
There's a lot of songs I get. I'm like, wow. Yeah, but I just don't have enough time.
Well, shout out to that. You just had Flip in here on Tuesday.
Yeah, Flip was in here. Yay. Hopefully we do something with my birthday. But anyway, I'm going to put that a little something on there.
My birthday's coming up too.
Hey.
When is yours?
Mine is February 11th.
February 11th.
Well, mine's February 9th.
The 9th?
Oh, that's cute. Mine's February 22nd.
That's February. My mom was born in February. Shout out to mom.
Shout out to everybody that was doing it in like March or something. Who was hitting it in like June.
Anyway, so what motivates you to keep rapping, keep continuing? No, I tried to move past it. Like, so you know what motivates you to keep doing what you're doing?
I mean, what motivates me to like, keep rapping is like, I mean, my mom was a single parent for the most part, so it's just like I watched my mom struggle. I watched her, get on her hands and knees and do stuff that normal mothers they might give up if they just being a single parent. So, like, my mom was my motivation to do everything. Like, she was a strong, independent woman. I will always look up to her, and that's just what motivated me into making me so tough. So that's like that. My job, like people, I love to interact with people. So that's my motivation. Period. Like my music and people. So
where do you work?
I work at Cricket Wireless at the Southwest. Come through. We're gonna look it up. Oh yeah, right now we got a Thanksgiving, promo going on. So the first 4 customers, 30, I was 30, right? There are 4 to 30 people. You come to the store, you enter a raffle for a turkey, you got giveaways, sandwiches.
Nice.
Awesome. Wow.
That's cool. So
now, what is that? That's going to be before or on Thanksgiving or
this weekend?
Yeah, next week.
Next week. Okay.
Nice.
Well, speaking of Thanksgiving, don't you have a new segment you'd like to introduce to the show?
We're going to be doing something. Wasn't, but we can do that.
It was the flow. Like,
I didn't think we was done. I was about to have to do something else.
Okay. Real spill. I wasn't ready. She wasn't ready.
Real Thursday. No, she wasn't ready. So I wanted to know, have you had to overcome any obstacles, like getting this far in life, like hardships, anything like that?
I mean, the worst hardship that I faced was losing my mom in 2012. Like, my mom, was taken by gun violence pretty much. And it was just, the wrong person with a gun. And they don't know how to use it. The innocent person gets hurt in the process.
Sorry.
That shattered. I mean, my family used to be together, but that right there, that kind of like separated us. So it's like, now I feel like everything's on my shoulders to bring everyone together. So I'm like, always trying to keep my tough face on, get it together, I just a role model. Plus, I'm an older sibling as well. Like, I'm the youngest of 4. My dad got like 6, 7 kids, so I'm the oldest out of that. So I'm like in the middle.
Yeah.
Nice.
My condolences. I lost my mom in 2012.
I lost my father. So same time. So
good. Whenever somebody does that, that should keep you motivated. That's I do that for my mom. Everything that you said and says. They're still watching you. They're still looking down at you. And
you keep
I always tell this: do not give up, because you're doing it for them. You got to be that legacy and make it. Reach out to other people. If anything else, for that person, your mom or your dad or whoever you lost. I tell my son, I've seen people just go down after their parents died. I'm like, that's not what they would want you to do. I tell my kid every day. I tell my kids, if I'm gone, remember, I'm still going to be watching y'all. So pick yourself up and pick yourself and do something else and show somebody what I've taught you in life. That's exactly what you're doing. Good job.
Oh, yeah, they watching. I mean, my dad gives me signs he's still there.
I'm sure she's like now proud of you,
Like right now. This is a perfect.
That's good. That's
Proud
a
moment.
Yeah, you got people out there living. You got people all over the radio. Make it proud. You know, you're doing a great job, man. Good job.
That's good.
All right.
So you say your Instagram was?
My Instagram is IMKID_MACC2C.
Awesome. Any shout outs you want to give to anybody?
Shout out to Black Rose, June. Shout out to Naya, of course, for bringing me on.
Yeah.
Sam, DJ, Eddie.
He should say he's the Aaron.
I'm all over the place right now.
Yeah, he's like there. Straight up. That's good. Well, thank you for being on the show. Speaking of shout outs, I want to shout out to Lincoln on steak night.
You went there steak night?
Sure did. Me and baby went. Finally, we be going. Stop. We went steak night. They be putting that crack on top. I'm telling you. This is so.
That's that butter. Is that butter garlic crack?
That was our last game.
Oh man, that butter garlic and chives.
Not that brown butter.
No.
Yeah, we ain't never gonna let that one down. Now, my shout out, that dish was the truth. So me and baby went to steak night at Lincoln, and then decided to go to steak night at the West End.
Hey.
That high. You know what I'm saying? So, that brought me to my next topic that I want to do a new segment for y'all. We're going to try a different restaurant every week.
Oh, shoot.
And I'm going to give it 5 to 1 stars, 5 being the best, 1 being the worst, on just different things, service and hospitality, 1 to 5 ratings, atmosphere, 1 to 5 ratings, food quality, 1 to 5 ratings, and just worth your money. Food worth your money. You know what I'm saying? Was the food worth the quality worth it?
That segment's going to be starting next week?
Next week.
All right. When is the segment going to start? They just said it. What's it called?
It's going to be called Food Love.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about food, baby.
We're going to need to get that instrumental.
Oh, yeah. We're going to do
have
that.
they sing the intro.
I give Lincoln steak 5 stars. Yeah,
Wow.
I agree. I do.
Wow.
That
You hear
steak
that,
was good.
Josh
was
was cooking it? Hey, Josh, yeah, I need to go out and get
Atmosphere, I give it a 4. It was cool. It was still early. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
We left. That's it ain't no blow
Back
towards
to the heart.
Lincoln or you.
Yeah,
You know what
they
I'm
had to leave early to go get the other steak.
Hospitality 5. You know what I'm saying? Sam did that. And worth your money. I think if you were worth your money. What was the steak? What was it? How much was the steak? I didn't even know.
Steak night at 7 p.m. it starts at 13. 8 goes to 14. You
Yeah.
get your 2 sides with it.
Yeah.
So every hour after
Yeah,
7 goes up $1.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it was good. It was really, really good.
Get black food price at 6:30.
Okay.
Next one, you ready to make
What can I get for half a
But
steak?
we can say we're going to be there at 6:30. We'll get there till 8. So.
You ain't never lied.
Dude's over there trying to split a plate with somebody.
I'm down. You got 750?
You got 750? Let's split this plate.
Let's see, the West End. Wah, wah, wah.
The steaks at the
Steak?
West End.
I give it a 2.5.
Oh, wow.
It was dry.
Yeah.
It was tough. The heat was too high. The steak, you know what I'm saying? It just was not. The potato, we asked for everything on it, but bacon, the potato was still dry. Like, it was, baby don't eat pork, so I don't eat pork. It was just not great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The atmosphere, I give it a 5. Because they have this nice fountain outside. It's nice, tranquil, little scenery. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nice.
But your
And
dry
then they
ass
got-
steak, huh?
Give it a dry ass steak.
You should
And then they-
try to throw some water on that steak because it's so damn dry. Look at the water on the fountain right there.
952 or something, and then all they had was 8-1. I'm like, y'all step it up, do something.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? But the atmosphere was cool. They had karaoke on the inside, outside was
So
nice.
atmosphere you give,
A 4.5, 5.
and the steak you give.
2.5, 3.
Okay. And the price?
2. Because it was more expensive than Lincoln and less quality. It was not that great.
Maybe it was a bad night.
It was not. I don't know.
You got that food
And the
court
service
at
hospitality, I give it no stars.
Whoa.
Oh.
And where's this again?
The West End, by the Galleria.
Western Galleria.
Yes. The service was terrible.
You know, great service.
You'd expect. So we sat down, and the manager, which I thought was going to be a good night manager, came up to us and was like, has anybody helped out? And we're like, no. She's like, all right, we're going to bring you some menus. So she brought us some menus. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. So there's this table sitting next to us, and some waitress comes and just starts talking to them. Full-on conversation. Like a full-on, how long? Like about 5 minutes? Like a full conversation. And then she scoots over to our table, doesn't even approach my side, which, bitch, how dare you? And stands next to him, like lays on the table, like she'd have known him for thousands of years, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, hi. And looks at both of us and it's just like, hi, what's up?
Hi, my butt's on your face.
And I looked at her and I'm like, yeah. And she's like, have y'all been helped? And we're like, are you our waitress? And she's like, yeah. And we're like, okay. And she's like, have y'all been helped? And I'm just like, yeah, we've been helped. Like, just go. And then she went and talked to the manager, and then the manager didn't even come back to ask us anything. We're sitting there for like another good 10 minutes. And so we had to ask one of the bus boys to go get another waitress, and they never showed up. And then we had to flag down the manager again and tell her, in the most, because y'all know I'm rude, in the most polite voice.
I did not know that.
In the most polite voice, because I ain't trying to act out in front of baby.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, can we get another waitress than the one you sent before? You know what I'm saying? And she's like, you're still in her section.
What?
That's cool. Can another waitress not attend this section?
Hey, you pick up yourself. Whose section is that? I'm sitting over there.
like I was about to get up and move. No, Go ahead, go get another waitress to attend me, and we're gonna get our dinner second round.
You're not scared to do that though? I'm always scared they're gonna do something to my damn food after I've run down.
They was
a little rub on the ass before they put that steak on the grill. You know what I mean? A little scratchy scratch into the thing. The grill was behind. I was so scared to do that. I would never talk crap.
But yeah, so at the service hospitality, I give it no stars. Not even one, not even a half.
She's getting madder as we talk about it.
It was terrible.
I've never heard her this passionate.
It was terrible. So yeah, this segment, y'all. Let's talk about food, baby.
Let's talk
Introduction.
about food. Well, we almost got one today.
I don't do food trucks.
Oh, shame on you.
Wait. I got a rude awakening today. They got this Colombian food truck on the corner of Alameda and Old Galveston Road.
Okay.
Man.
You did that food
truck. So why did you go to that one?
I didn't feel like waiting. Actually, I went to Sonic.
Okay.
And took forever. I was like, you kidding me? I'm right here.
Yeah.
What's wrong? So I backed out. I just never had experience with one. So I pulled in. I said, you know what? Ooh, Colombia. Check this out. Bro.
It was good.
What? Nice. I'm going back tomorrow for lunch.
Nice.
All right, we're going to do food trucks too.
Right? Food trucks too.
You know I'm opening my own food truck, so stay tuned.
I'm going to bring yours too.
Speaking of food, y'all, yesterday I turned down my TV because I couldn't taste my macaroni.
Did you say love burger?
That hot.
That hot.
You missed it.
Repeat that.
You missed it. That high.
That high.
I said yesterday I turned down my TV because I couldn't taste my macaroni.
Yeah.
That high.
I didn't get it. I was like, I don't know where she's going with that.
Oh, we got it.
I don't know where she's going with that.
So childish.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's our new segment, y'all.
We're gonna do that. I like that segment actually.
Yeah.
Good mind. All right, what else we got on the docket here?
So
court is in session.
It's 9:53. We're gonna hit a couple current events, celebrity news.
All right. Well,
and then we're gonna end with our game.
There we go.
Y'all got y'all jokes in?
Oh yeah.
That's exciting.
Y'all know what it is.
That's so exciting.
For the past how many shows?
I'm getting better and better.
You got some corny ass jokes, bro.
We do.
That's corny.
Bad joke segment at the end of the show, y'all. So stay tuned for that. We're gonna have y'all laughing a little bit. Let's talk about these events.
I got some good ones. All right, we're gonna talk about celebrities real quick. Leonardo DiCaprio had a party. He always has parties. But the news of the party was that The Weeknd showed up with Justin Bieber's ex.
No, they get out of hand, bro.
For those that don't know,
Savage.
Selena Gomez was dating Justin Bieber. Everybody knows that. They broke up. The Weeknd started dating Selena Gomez.
Yeah.
They ended up breaking up because
of Justin Bieber.
Yeah, he went over there.
Because he went and made a house call.
Yeah, a couple of house calls.
He's like, nah. So he broke up with Selena Gomez. Justin Bieber and Selena ended up getting back together, just like
they're kissing in hockey stadiums and shit like that.
Bike riding.
Bike riding, tandem.
So the Weeknd walks into Leonardo DiCaprio's party with The Weeknd's ex.
Bieber's ex.
Bieber's ex.
Yeah, Bieber's ex. My bad. That's
Ooh,
yeah, he did it like that.
A believer
so he went and get Bieber's ex and took her to DiCaprio's party. Boy, it's petty, maximum level savage.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I
Petty
like that.
king of the century.
So, I know that's a lie, but the point is he's being petty. My question now, all of y'all, would you ever try to get back at your ex
and
by
take
one of their exes? Have you seen it before?
Have I? I've seen it before. I haven't seen it. I have seen it. It's not in my DNA, but I have seen that. I've seen where people petty. Oh yeah, okay, I'll go get your man.
That's crazy, right? You ain't never lied.
It happens. Well, you know what happens a lot when people sleep? That's almost like they sleep around and then like, okay, I got you. I'm gonna go get your man. You know, yeah, I've seen it happen.
I've seen a friend. You know, the girl cheated on him. They broke up, and he went after like all her friends.
Did he get him? Yeah. Come on, let's test the real spill.
He said, hell yeah.
He slapped a couple of them.
Is that bad? Like,
that's
bad. No, it was good for him.
Good for him. But is that like morally unsound?
That's
not, I mean, it's not
your
cool.
morals
It's not cool, but
I mean, she cheated on him.
Yeah.
Is that a waste of energy?
That is.
No, it depends on what all depends. It can be a waste of energy, but what waste of your energy?
I got it.
See, if I was Justin, I'd just be like, okay, so I had Selena, then you had her. That's my sloppy second.
That's a good point.
Okay, then she came back to me. So now you so infatuated with me and what I've had, you had to go for one of my other exes, which is another one of my sloppy seconds. So what you win? I'm still winning.
So you're saying that the Weeknd's losing?
No, it's not. But he gonna make a song about it because it may not be about that. Weeknd may be making a role like I would did. I'm gonna smash your ex. You can have that trash, man. You think you got something?
That's what I was about to
smash
say
your
too.
other trash.
Yeah.
That sounds like trash.
Yeah.
My point is,
I feel like you're doing the most coming after me like that. Like why?
I'm showing you ain't got nothing.
But for you to go out your way and show me I ain't got nothing must mean I got something.
You can't have nothing if I'm smashing it.
This sounds like a whole bunch of
If it's something to be loyal to you, I can't do that. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. I just feel like
I'm the weekend right now.
Oh, okay. I just feel like
I can't feel myself. You know what I'm saying?
it's the most. It's the most.
Yeah, it's a lot of the most.
So the loser here is Bieber. In your eyes, the loser here is the Weeknd.
Actually, both of them are losers.
They're both losers.
I really, you know what? I really think that the Weeknd doesn't even give a crap. I really don't think he gives a fuck.
Maybe the girl went after him, like, hey.
I think he really doesn't mind. I mean, I don't see them together in the. I thought that was just a fling anyway.
Right.
Selena?
Yeah, I didn't really.
It's a strong coincidence for him to get both the exes.
Well, I mean, he might have been petty afterwards, but I don't think he cared about Selena like that.
Oh yeah. Like it was like, oh, get it.
Yeah, it was just a thing. It might have happened. She seems like one of those girls that has to stay in love. To me. She seems like she has to be in a
relationship. Her life.
Can't be alone.
I don't know her. I'm just saying she seems like one of those girls. Like, I mean, because you're moving on. She moves on quickly to each guy. She feels like one of those. So I think the Weeknd probably knew that. Is he older than her? Or how old is he? Like 25?
They're probably the same age.
I think so.
Yeah, they're probably about the same age. But my point in saying all that is that goes on so much, with non-celebrities.
I don't know. I just think the Weeknd is so suave, man. It seems like he would just do 8 girls and just like, I don't give a crap. You know what I mean? And I think Bieber just do 8 girls and he's not going to go watch video games, but this guy's going to put on.
Watch video games?
Yeah, or go play video games.
I got you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like the Weeknd's too suave. Yeah, it looks like the Weeknd is just like Prince.
Sing a song and then get it. And
then I'm going to move on. Yeah, that's good. I might play the game for a little while, but I was never into you. That's the way I feel. You know what I mean?
I sound like you're speaking from experience.
That's where I am. That's where I am.
That's how you operate.
It is what it is.
I think it's petty. It's just all retarded.
He might be.
That relationship wasn't meant to last. Neither one of them are, I think.
Anyway.
Which relationship?
Speaking of relationships.
Man,
you just read my mind because it is. Speaking of relationships, I got baby his promise ring. Yeah.
This is moving really fast.
It's been a year next month, Eddie. Keep up.
A year?
Keep up.
That's fast.
Say.
What the hell?
Hey. All right. So promise ring.
So yeah, he got me mine, you know. So I got him his, and I want to know what y'all think. Like, how soon is too soon to, you know?
Did you hear yesterday's thing?
No.
Okay. We're talking about this.
You talking about promise rings?
No, not promising. When is too quick, too soon to move in? Yeah, y'all been together a year. And then you promise that's kind of long to me.
What is a promise ring? No,
I don't even know what a promise ring. I've never gave one away.
It's my promise to be loyal to you.
Weren't you already loyal?
Yeah,
yeah, dating, but you know what I'm saying? I want you to know that because I'm wearing the ring from him.
On your ring thing, your wedding ring.
Yeah.
You're wearing a promise ring.
Oh yeah.
I respect that. That's the things to get. So that means another step up in the relationship.
I think so. No, I am not.
I mean, I just.
Hey, everybody's relationship is different.
Eddie, you wasn't even about to be involved in this
What the hell?
Have you ever given a promise ring?
Never. Shit. The only ring I'm gonna give is a ring around her eye. She keep talking shit. No, I'm just gonna shut up. No. I mean, I might have when I was 12.
Aww.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I mean, that sounds real serious.
I got married earlier. Well,
it is. Like, we're not ready to be engaged yet, but I want you to know.
So that's like a stepping low engagement.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you pull out a ring, like,
and you've never been in a serious relationship.
Questions about you.
Why you hate?
I've
been married.
Oh, you.
That don't mean it was real.
It was the realest.
Being married, not currently married, so it couldn't have been that real.
Oh, damn it. Why you hating? Oh, hating ass. Oh, hating ass. I hope your ring finger turns green.
No. Okay.
No. It's the promise. That's a good thing. I mean, if that's a commitment. Yeah. That's awesome. I mean, yeah, this day.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't heard that in a while, honestly.
Yeah, it is. It works. It works.
What's your views on promise rings, Deuce?
Deuce wasn't about to be involved in this either.
Loyal.
Deuce?
Okay, say loyal.
Loyalty.
My oldest daughter's mom, when I was in high school, she was in high school. I was like super madly in love, and we both were.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to lose the person I had. I want to make some kind of commitment besides to see my girlfriend. And right before she got pregnant, we didn't know she was pregnant.
Yeah.
I gave her a promise ring.
Yeah.
I think it was like the biggest thing that ever happened to her family, including me. And we were together for like 6 years. I think my daughter was like 6 years. And then, she was still in high school. I was out of high school. I don't want to do this anymore. She wants to do this after the kid. We kind of like
Yeah.
But
the importance of a promise ring.
I guess it's just the signifies.
Yeah.
Is it supposed to go on the ring finger?
Yeah, actually, it did. And it was, it's one of those things. Like she was saying, you actually at that point, okay, look, I'm gonna stop doing this. I'll stop.
Right.
You're my world. I want you to know I love you. This is for you.
Right.
This is where we stand.
That's like something I do after I messed up.
That just shows
I was just giving it a real.
That's why you have to
It doesn't. It's not for you. That's just him. That's the way he thinks.
Kip said that's why you're not in a relationship.
It's funny, but you are.
That was a real
right. You're hearing all this from single guys.
Yeah.
You're the only one that's committed. No wonder we're single.
No, I mean, I like that. That's good. Hey, June, I'm taking notes, bro. I'm taking notes.
We'll stack up on some rings. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you.
Love y'all, man. Congratulations.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's a great commitment. Great commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Y'all can't hear him, baby.
Bringing it back.
Sometimes you
Bringing it
gotta go
back.
old school to go new school.
Bringing it back to the old school because I'm a new love.
Y'all need to be taking notes. See, baby, the surprise me. I work with flowers and balloons. The week before he did surprise, we were going to his friend's fight. That's what we did this weekend. We went to his friend's fight.
Well, now you remember it.
No, I didn't. Y'all didn't ask
That
me.
high.
Y'all that high. Yeah.
We did ask you what you
Oh,
did.
this morning, and I asked my boss, "How high are you?" instead of "Hi, how are you?" That high.
How high are you?
Oh.
That high. So yeah, we went to go see his friend fight, and the day of, he has surprised me. He has the outfit laid out for me, some new shoes, accessories, and all take notes.
Wow.
That high you were,
That
right?
high. I was high on life that night. I love it life.
Did he win?
He won. Yeah, it was a really good fight.
Nice.
So
All
yeah.
right. June, I'm going to need you to stop doing this.
I know, right?
Ladies are listening to what she's talking about, and we got no chance to win around. We got,
All right.
We're gonna do
Next topic, please.
relationship make your
Stop
girl
talking about
happy
June.
101.
Look bad.
June gonna get started.
What's on my cook? I thought that was
And not
He
eating.
better- Sam-
Wait.
Sam makes a dry ass chicken thinking
Yeah,
you got laid though.
But it was because it came from your heart. And it
Right.
was for her, and you did it for her, and you took the time out to do it for her.
Yeah,
So it's
and
good, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, you got some at the end of the night. You did
proud
right.
moment in my life. No, I'm just kidding.
Anyway, so we're almost out of time.
Potato
y'all.
mashed potatoes.
We're gonna move on
and powdered
to this
potatoes.
bad joke. We're trying to get.
Go ahead.
I was saying I got two more things.
Oh, well, shit, let's go.
We'll hit them real quick.
Yeah, hit that.
So
30 seconds. Go.
boom, I can do it. D'Angelo Ball, LeVar Ball's son,
Yeah.
Lonzo Ball's brother, the one that plays for the Lakers. He was in China and stole some Louis Vuitton glasses.
Yes.
Why? Don't you have money?
Got money and he stole some glasses.
I think for some people it's the adrenaline rush. So then what happened?
Stupid.
Klepto.
So Trump, because China's rules are against stealing is so strong, it's like years in prison for stealing. Trump had to call the ministers and all of that stuff over in China just to get them back to the U.S.
Did he get him back?
Got him back. Yeah, he's back. But I thought, and I think, Kid right here agreed with me that was just like a ploy. Well, was it you? I was like, I don't know who else I was, but they agreed with me that was just a ploy, like to show that I'm cool.
Yeah.
I'm not, you know what I mean?
I'm
Like,
still good. I'm not.
you know what I mean? Like,
president.
oh, I'm not racist or I'm not this. Look, I got ball out of China. You know what I mean?
He's half-breed.
You know what I'm saying? So, he said because ball is half-breed. I'm kind of hurt you got him 2 cups and I ain't get 1. But it's cool. It's cool, dudes. Anyway.
You might be a big star. You're just going to be Sam.
Damn.
All right.
Hey, that was motivation, brother. Motivation.
And Sam was the one that asked if he was sharing anyway.
Go ahead.
If you were the one that asked him if he was sharing anyway.
That's it.
All right, so yeah, you think you did it just to show he's the man, huh?
Yeah, I think like he's just trying to show that he's out.
I'm not a big Trump supporter or whatever, but he did what he had to do. Whether it's good or bad, he did it anyway. Everybody's gonna have to think something either way.
Think he had to?
Yeah,
well, I guess that's not true. He does play for
If he
UCLA.
didn't get him out there, we say, what are you doing? Why didn't he get him out? If he did get him out, he only did
I didn't know
that.
you could.
That's a communist country, bro. Whatever you
That's
do.
what I'm saying. I didn't know you can just like say,
Well,
hey,
you really couldn't, but he did it. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I got to give it to him for that. I mean, even if we hate him or even if we think he's a racist or
Right.
even if he did something. I mean, everybody's going to have something to say.
Yeah.
You're saying something about it.
I don't know. No, I don't know. I'm just putting the news
Say your
out there.
mind. It's okay, bro.
I mean, I guess you're right. When you put it like that he had to do that. You know what I mean?
He had to.
Yeah.
He had to, no matter
People
what.
hate him.
I mean, and somebody's going to say, oh, you only did it. And if he did it, why aren't you doing it? You
That's
hate the
very
black
true.
people. So
That's true.
everybody's going to have something to say no matter what. His main thing,
But
yeah.
like, why though? Like your family.
Because that's where we live. the world that because he pretty much I don't know if he created it. He kind of created it. Plus, having a black president before this president really just set it off. You know what I mean? So, because having a black president like Obama prior to this, it's almost like you're comparing a black president to somebody that's, I don't want to say he's racist. He's just idiot. To me, he just doesn't. He's just, I don't know. He doesn't think before. He has no filter sometimes. You know what I mean? Yeah, so, yeah. And he does say what people think sometimes, and it just hurts. You know, it's hurtful. Hey, that used to be hidden, which is still should stay hidden a little bit. But that's why it is what it is.
All in all, that was dumb.
To get him out?
No, for Leangelo to go and steal some glasses.
It really
was.
Yeah, I was really dumb.
So stupid.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, it's a foreign country. Second of all, it's that foreign country.
Third
of all, you got
rich.
money. Like, why?
What's the point? You could have said, hey, bro, who's plays for the Lakers? Let me get these glasses real quick.
So, yeah, that dummy got out the other dummy. Either way. Yeah.
And then the last celebrity news we have. Well, I think I'm late on this, but Kanye West and Kim West have a surrogate.
Yeah. And I wanted to get into that. Yeah.
You already knew that?
They have a what?
They paid her like hella money.
Meaning, like, they put the eggs in another girl.
And another lady. She's already had 2
kids. And they got like all kinds of crazy demands on her.
Yeah, number 3. Kim can't have any more kids. Or she had a rough. Well, no. I heard. Well, allegedly. Yeah, she had physical problems. My ex had that too. Her uterus, and it was bad. She was in the hospital for almost 2 weeks. So it's not like it's really risky to have another baby. Yeah. You know what I mean? So,
okay, got it. Well, I mean, what I was gonna ask, like, if you, well, I guess you, you're the only girl here. Like, would you get a surrogate mom if you were so into your career, or you didn't want to mess up your body anymore? Like, would you ever transfer your eggs? I guess
and his semen into
and put it in a woman's. Let her nest your baby.
No. Hell no! I want my baby. I want to have my own baby.
It is your baby. It's your eggs.
I think the only point I would do that is if I couldn't have a baby. Like, just couldn't. Like, I wasn't able to.
But that's what I don't think it's.
But like,
unsafe
just because I don't want to do my career, like, no, I'm gonna wait till.
If you couldn't have a baby, if it was like unsafe and you might pass away, would you do it? And y'all wanted another baby?
I don't know. That's something me and my husband have to talk about together as a team.
You just answered it before that. You said that you wouldn't unless you really, really couldn't have one.
But I mean, it depends. Because I mean, there's other options. Adoption, like, there's just different, routes you could go.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if I feel comfortable with that.
Well, that's your answer.
I just know some people that, or I've heard of celebrities, just because they don't want to affect their bodies.
That's foul. That's foul.
I mean, it's still your baby.
Nah.
And you still got your career, you still hustling.
Negative.
You just pay this person, or hey, do that for me. It's still my job.
Nate says no. Okay. Sam says.
I say I'm just throwing it out.
You don't have no baby. You can't have a baby. You ain't busting
but he's saying he can have a lady.
I'm just putting information out. God, get all angry over here.
She's that high.
So
that
if my wife couldn't have babies, that worked. I would do that. Or I mean, if she was so
but you
into
don't
her
have
career,
that. That's got to be her.
We're grinding and we're working and all that stuff, and she decides.
Okay.
And she's a model, and she doesn't want. I mean, it's almost like that. You got to put your career on hold, and if she's a model, why put their career on hold?
Still my baby, 100% my DNA, her DNA.
But then it's still got a little bit of that person's DNA as well.
It does. The blood, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Like,
we gotta get a doctor. I'm seeing the doctors in here. Because isn't the blood flowing through there?
That's a very good question. I would be for it if she was
that's
like,
why I'm
my career,
against
my
it.
career, my
Like,
career.
no.
Boom, let's do it.
Negative.
Anybody a doctor out there?
Do y'all know?
Okay.
All right, let's wrap this up. Let's go ahead and
do our quick little bad jokes, and then we're done.
Yeah, earlier I was looking for a lighter with the lights off for like 20 minutes using a lighter.
You were
that high.
Did you get that, Eddie? Yes. I think Eddie be like, what?
Yeah, that high. No girl. That high. Anyways, yeah, so we're going to go into this bad joke segment. We got some good.
You got some jokes? You got some. Right,
we've been doing it for a couple shows for y'all. We got some good back feed. So, feed, there you go. That high. So, you know, if you haven't tuned in before, moral of the story, don't laugh. Okay? We're going to tell some bad jokes. Say I tell a joke. Sam and Kid can't laugh. If they laugh, I get a point. A point each, a point, whatever. You know what I'm saying? For 5 seconds, you can't laugh. So, bad joke.
All right.
Y'all ready?
The game face is on.
And he's going to take score.
I got it.
We're going to hit it quick.
Yeah, quick, because we about to
All right.
close it out.
So what do you call, y'all ready?
Oh.
What do you call a man with a rubber toe?
What?
I can't play this.
Roberto.
Rubber toe. I can never play this.
That's one out of him.
Rubber toe.
It's been 5 seconds back.
I feel like you laughed, though.
No, I didn't.
Man.
Roberto. I like that one.
Eddie laughed.
Is it my
Oh,
turn?
yeah.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead, kid.
All right, ready?
Go ahead.
My sister bet me $100 I couldn't build a car out of spaghetti. You should have seen the look on her face as I drove past her.
Drove past him.
Pasta, like pasta.
Yeah. What if he has his own
All right, that's
job?
5 seconds.
No, bro, you can't do that to me.
All right.
My turn? Okay. Why did the picture go to jail? No? Because he was framed.
Wow.
Wow, that was so easy.
Yeah. All right, go.
All right. So when the stadium got hot, why did all the fans leave? I killed.
Oh, do it.
Wow.
Rewind.
I
Let's
can't
try that. You want to come back to that one?
You should get a point deducted for that one.
I should get a negative point.
Yeah,
How many
negative
South
7.
Americans does it take to change a light bulb?
How many
How many?
South Americans does it take to change a light bulb?
How many?
A Brazilian.
How's it?
You got a point for
Oh,
Sam.
wait, that was supposed to. That
You
was
big
good.
dummy.
That was actually funny.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay. What's the difference between a snowman and a snow woman? Snowballs.
Wow.
No. No?
Sorry.
He
Nothing?
said that was a good delivery. He gets a point.
Nothing?
Boy, get it out.
Go. Still looking?
Sam,
Nope.
you are
Yeah,
so
yeah.
off.
All right. I went to the zoo the other day. It was empty, except for a single dog. It was a Shih Tzu.
Your delivery sucks, bro. So I get a point for that? Everybody laughed. Everybody laughed.
Shut him. Sorry. I get it, though.
Don't be Sam. Don't explain your joke.
I do it all the time.
Another one.
All right. So,
Go.
what kind of music do mummies listen to?
What kind?
Rap music. Come on, dudes.
It's been 5
That was
seconds.
funny.
It's been
All
5
right, go
seconds.
next.
Got all your laughing over
It's
there?
my turn?
Yes.
Okay.
That was corny.
What concert only cost 45 cents? Nobody? 50 Cent featuring Nickelback.
Wow.
I kind of felt that.
No? Nothing?
I get it.
I hope so.
Feature.
You laughed.
Yeah, like 12 seconds later.
Okay, go.
Where do animals go when their tails fall off? The retail store.
Okay.
Your delivery, bro. We got to work on this.
You gotta kind of pause and think.
Yeah. No, nobody? Yeah. Just like, let the anticipation build up.
Nice.
I'm gonna let it build up.
All right, ready? Go.
What kind of suits do ducks wear?
What kind?
Tuxedos.
That's corny.
That was corny as
That was
shit.
corny.
Oh, okay.
All right, go.
So anyway, my turn.
Oh, Sam,
Okay.
you got good delivery too. You just picking the corniest
Why
jokes.
did, right? Why did the lifeguard save the hippie? Nobody? Because he was too far out. No?
I love because Eddie laughed.
That was like a cute 6-year-old joke.
No.
That was all right, but they didn't laugh. It was me.
Sam laughed.
I let you laugh.
I lost it.
All right, go get it.
Her delivery's always better than y'all's. She gets motion so far out.
Ready?
All right, go.
What's Forrest Gump's password?
What is it?
1 Forrest 1.
I like that.
You,
I can't forget it. But it was actually funny though. 2-2.
2-2. Yeah.
All right.
So you keep a score.
Here we
Okay.
go. What do you call a pig that does karate?
He's just
A ninja pig?
A pork chop.
that was good. That was good. All right, Sam's on the board. What the corny
Wait,
was?
but Sam was -1.
Why you making? Let me get my 1 point.
All right.
My 1 point after 3 weeks.
Is it my turn?
We did the last one. Yeah, last one.
This the last one?
Oh, yeah. Oh, the game maker.
Yeah,
Cover.
All right,
All right.
just between y'all two.
How do you make a tissue dance? You put a little boogie in it.
You already said that one.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. I
No, I
remember
didn't.
that last week.
No, I freaking didn't.
Yeah, so the week before.
We can go back
I'm
to the.
I was gonna answer it. That's how.
You're such a liar. We could go
I
back.
got it taped.
You gotta
So by
go.
default.
Go ahead.
No.
All right.
Hold on. I got another one.
No. You should.
All right. What do you call a cow with no legs?
What?
Ground beef.
I was better than yours.
Wait. Okay. I got
Okay,
my
go.
last one.
Oh, we
This is my
gotta
last one.
go. All
This is
right.
my last one.
She hates to lose.
Why did the snowman have a smiley face?
Why?
Because he heard the snowblower was coming.
Sam, sometimes you're slow, bro.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
Oh.
All right, who won?
You got one more? You do one more? You gotta get one.
A magician was driving down the street. Then he turned into a driveway.
You want to hear a joke about construction?
Because I get it. He's like, and then he turned into a driveway.
You want to hear
Yeah,
a
that
joke
always
about
turned into a
construction?
turned into a rabbit.
I guess I am slow. I don't get it.
You want to hear
You don't get it?
They turn like rabbits out of the hat. They turn into a rabbit.
I'm gonna drive it.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, go ahead.
Really?
That high. That high. Don't go up that high.
Anyway, you want to hear a joke about construction? Nah, I'm still working on it.
No. Okay, that was funny.
You broke my mic.
That was funny.
All right, thanks for tuning in. The Real Spill Thursdays. Undefeated champ over here.
You did not go
Yes,
undefeated.
undefeated.
That was the.
I was undefeated. I'm undefeated.
She's
You
undefeated.
laughed at my joke.
I'm laughing at every one of them. So.
Eddie, I'm undefeated.
All right. So,
Okay, you're undefeated.
thanks to everybody else listening. Another week where Nate hates to lose. Real Spill, where no one is safe.
No topic off
They
limits.
never lose.
Y'all been listening to our guest, Kid Mac.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for tuning in. Tune in next week. Tune in all week for different shows.
Yeah.
You've been listening to The Real Spill, Party103 Radio.
And as Deuce would say, Deuce. Going in. Going in.
Peace.
Go
I
ahead.
get the last word like always.
Ready?
All right, we're Party103Radio.com. I'm always gonna get the last word.
Oh, yeah.